Hey everybody, I wanted to continue a little bit from gene transfer. There's one concept that we need to explain, and that's this idea of something called sticky ends. So you can see that up here. And I stole this from BioNinja. BioNinja does a good job. So I know that in the activity we did, for example, we identified an enzyme an enzyme identifies a certain sequence and then it cuts it like right in the middle. And you can see like that's how it works. But it doesn't always work that way. And it's actually better to have it work in a different way. So if we look at this image, the enzyme recognizes the sequence GAATTC. Okay, so it recognizes that sequence. And when it cuts between the G and the A, and here down here, the gene and the A, and then it creates like it cuts along the hydrogen bonds in between. So you get this like kind of weird shape here. So you get a piece of DNA that looks like an L, and on this one, it's like kind of a DNA that looks like an upside down L. And it's demonstrated really nicely down here. So the reason this works really well, if I scroll down a little bit further, if we scroll down here, so now we have our plasmid with this exposed sticky end, TTAA, right? And all these little bases here, they're like, oh, I can't wait to meet my partner. And then we've got a piece of genetic material. An example we used before was maybe it's the gene for insulin, where the same restriction enzyme was used, so you're going to get complementary sticky ends. So here we have AATT exposed, and that's going to just fit in so perfectly right down here, right? Because these are going to complement each other. And they're called sticky because they want to stick together and form those complementary base pairs. And then if we look over here, we have it nice and glued together, and also down here. And that's why that little L shape is such a good way to have DNA inserted into another piece of DNA, because it almost forms like a puzzle piece, kind of like how like Tetris would work or Legos. So that's the concept of sticky ends.